You know what the best part about retirement is? You get to explore places like these without the crowds. Welcome to Kin Long Valley in Ipoh, Perak, and that's in Malaysia. Now, we are surrounded by limestones, beautiful, serene, peaceful scenery. But that's because we're here on a Tuesday morning and there's practically nobody around. Now, if you come on the weekends, that's a different story. This place is jam-packed with tourists. In today's video, we'd like to bust some myths about retirement, that retirement is boring, retirement is stagnant, retirement is only for old people. Not true. Hi everyone, my name is Fran, one half of the Corporate Breakout Couple. My husband John and I, we broke out of the corporate rat race and we retired early in the year 2020, and ever since then, our lives has been a non-stop adventure. The last 4 years has been such an enriching and fulfilling experience that we would like all of you guys to experience it too, which is why this YouTube channel is all about financial literacy, early retirement, breaking out of the rat race so that you can get a hold of your finances and break out of the rat race early too. Please like this video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to join our YouTube family. Many of us don't entertain the thought of retirement because it is deemed that retirement is boring. Well, if you take retirement from your grandparents and your parents, especially in an Asian home, then yes, maybe, perhaps retirement is boring. Now it's 2024, so I'm talking to you, Gen Xers, Millennials, and Gen Zs, and even younger ones in the future. We don't want that kind of retirement lifestyle that our grandparents and parents had. You know, we are so used to the travels, the adventures, the non-stop new stuff that we have in our lives that we cannot possibly imagine the kind of mundane, boring retirement life that we would eventually have in the future, right? Therefore, in this time and age, you need to see retirement in a brand new light. It's actually a brand new adventure, a brand new start to your next phase of life. It is not the end all and be all. In fact, it's a new beginning. Another myth is that life becomes stagnant, life becomes dull the moment you retire. The days all blur into one. You no longer know which day of the week it is. The weekends become weekdays, the weekdays are weekends, school holidays no longer exist, there's no such thing as vacation days, and no annual leaves. Life is just one big old routine and you no longer look forward to a brand new day. I'm here to bust that myth. Retirement life is what you make of it. For John and I, no 2 days are the same in our early retirement life. Our days are filled with activities, travel, exploring new places, making new YouTube videos for you guys, and we're also learning along the way. Our days are also spent meeting new people, learning from one another, as well as spending time with our friends and our loved ones. It is actually very easy to stagnate and go into a routine. The moment you stop doing something and do nothing, your world actually becomes smaller and smaller and smaller.
Life has to have meaning and purpose, especially during your retirement years when you have so much time on your hands. Think about it this way. You spend a good 40 years of your life building your career, starting a family, raising your kids, right? So the work and all the things in life pushes you along, and that kind of forms a big part of who you are, right? A career man, a career woman, a manager, an engineer, and that kind of becomes your identity for most people, right? But come retirement, when that is all let go, then who are you really? What purpose do you have in life if there are no things that's actually pushing you along to do the things that you usually do? So one of the biggest myths about being retired is actually losing who you are or losing a big part of who you are. But that's not true. It doesn't have to be this way. A big part of retirement is really about a new beginning, about seeking new things and enjoying your time freedom. Remember, growth doesn't find you. You have to go and find growth so that you can then find more meaning and purpose in your life. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It is an intentional action on your part. So I have a question for you. When do you think the growth mindset needs to begin? During your retirement or at the current stage of your life? You know, with the tremendous advancement of technology these days, from having smartphones, right, having so much power in the palm of your hands, from the connected digital world, 4G, 5G technology to now generative AI, if we don't evolve with times, we will get left behind. You know, if we don't constantly use our brains, our brain cells will start dying because our neurons are not firing regularly, and therefore our brain shrinks. And you don't want that, especially during your retirement years. And that's the exact reason why the world keeps evolving. Innovation keeps happening because human beings aren't satisfied with the status quo. We like to be introduced to new things, new concepts, new experiences to keep us excited and growing.
Welcome to Mirror Lake. This is amazing, isn't it? Usually it is packed full of people and there's only a limited number of people allowed to come to the lake at each time. And look, we have the lake practically to ourselves because it is on a weekday, the school holidays are over, so it's just us. We've been to Ipoh so many times that actually Ipoh has become our comfort zone, and it's so easy for us to go back to the same old places. Therefore, exploring new things and new places must be intentional, and that was how we actually stumbled upon Mirror Lake. Whenever we go to a new place, for example Mirror Lake, we'll learn about the facts and the history about the place. And this is one great way for us to expand our knowledge and our growth, and this is how we continue learning and growing in our lives. Growth can actually happen in the most unlikely of places. John and I love to look at new things and go to new places because it stimulates our mind. You know, just as how when you're in your career stagnates and you feel very mundane and boring in your job, which is why a lot of people leave their jobs and they change jobs after every few years. Well, it's because of this stagnation, right? When there's no growth, human beings, we tend to feel stuck, dull, boring and complacent. I'm sure you've met people in your lives that they are very much stuck in their comfort zone and they don't want to leave their place of comfort, which is usually their job or house that they've been staying in for the last 40, 50 years. When we are very much in the comfort zone and we are very comfortable doing the things that we know very well, like the back of our hand, there's no growth, there's no new learnings there, and we humans, we do not grow and our education level stays stagnant. I'm not referring to education level in terms of schooling, but in terms of education level of life. So, for you guys who are young enough to plan for a fantastic retirement ahead, start your planning now. Get your finances in order so that you have the money, the finances to lead a fantastic retirement life as well as the money to go on many, many adventures. We urge you to leave your comfort zone and step into a life full of meaning and purpose. This is Fran, one half of the Corporate Breakout Couple, signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Hey, do join us for our free masterclass webinars where you are up your financial literacy, break out the corporate rat race and gun for your financial independence. Do register for it now.